How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to the Star Wars podcast, where me and my buddy Will talk about everything Star Wars. Right now, we're talking about season 3, episode 5, The Pirate of the Mandalorian. And I know we're late because just time is important to us, and we just have not gotten time to record. So anyway, Will, what are your thoughts on the episode?
Yeah, I mean that title baited us all, I think.
Oh yeah. Especially for me, since I woke up. No, I stayed awake till 2,
Oh yeah,
and I saw that. I was like, oh, the pirate. But it was like
yeah, it,
30 was. It was 43 minutes too. The pirate and 43 minutes. So I was like, you know what? We could have some Hondo in here,
mm-hmm.
but no, we were baited. Just Gorian Shard.
Yeah, it was just cool. That was great seeing him back. But I mean, everyone thought, or at least I thought, Hondo was going to show up. When you say the pirate, I mean he is the pirate. But it's cool to see the pirates back in action, trying to overtake Navarro. Cool ship, great dogfight scenes again, similar to what we've seen earlier in the season. And they moved in, pretty quick, just trying to take it all over, take it back, and then Grief Karga didn't really have a response without the New Republic helps.
Mm-mm. And just because he didn't sign that treaty,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't want to help, which is kind of ridiculous, as sort of like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the New Republic seems a little bit more empire-ish right now.
You're starting to see that where there's not it's not much better. It's just the power that replaced the previous one.
Mm-hmm.
And sure, they're trying to abide by laws and rules and regulations, but how much does that help people who aren't a part of the New Republic?
Mm-hmm. So anyway, let's just go through the episode. So first off,
Mm-hmm.
we get we're back at Navarro, and the pirates come in talking to Grief and basically just take it over, and then we go to the Top Gun style base on the off-world planet, and that was the
Yeah,
best part. I feel like that was the
that
best part
dude.
of the episode, just because we see Zeb, and
Yeah, dude. At first, I didn't even clock that was Zeb. I was like, oh, it's cool, little saw. It's purple. Sounds like Zeb. Makes sense. But I was like, there's no way that's Zeb. There's no way they just drop Zeb in there with a couple lines, chilling in that base with an X-wing fighter pilot suit on.
yeah, but and you can go to the credits. It says Zeb
Yeah, yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
I've accepted it. I'm fine with it. But like, it's not something that's like, oh yeah, that's Zeb. I thought it would be a different way they would bring him in.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the way he ended his Rebels arc after Return of the Jedi. But super cool base.
Mm-hmm. It really
Gave
gave
you
me
the
it gave me Top Gun vibes.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Gave you those. I think that was intentional. I think if you go behind the making of the scenes, they'll probably release later on that was a big inspiration.
Oh yeah, why wouldn't it? Why
Yeah,
wouldn't it
but it was perfect. It was so cool.
be? And I liked. I feel like this is it's a good. I personally like the way how they drop Zeb in here, because it sort of
Hmm.
shows like he sort of lived past all the stuff that's happened in Rebels, and I guess he's just helping the New Republic now. So
Yeah,
whatever his role was to take down the Empire, because we don't see him in the movies, just whatever his role is, he's now taken aim into the military for the New Republic.
yeah, he's kind of come back because at the end of in the epilogue for Rebels, everyone kind of went off to do those own little things,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Zeb that went back to his homeworld or their new homeworld that they had found earlier in Rebels, and so it was like, oh, he went back there to live with his people, which is cool. And so now I guess he's back fighting a bigger cause.
That's it. It was just a good drop for him. Like
Okay,
I bet we'll see him later in the season as well.
yeah,
I
but
think.
I never had clocked him as a pilot, so that's what like he wasn't in his Rebels outfit, he was in like a pilot suit, so I was like, oh, that's probably just a Lasat, that's a pilot.
Well, maybe he's not a pilot. Maybe he's not a pilot. Maybe he's doing something. Maybe he's like the weapons specialist.
Yeah, maybe he's just a gunner or something.
Mm-hmm. Something that fits more of Zeb's
Yeah,
lifestyle style. And I liked it how they brought back the same actor too, voice
yeah, same
actor,
voice, same voice.
whatever his name is, because he voices a character in Zombies.
Okay, cool,
So
nice,
I like that actor a lot. It's like
nice,
Jeff something or something Blum. Um,
cool.
but
Zeb looked amazing too.
yeah, they did a really good job with
Looked
him.
perfect.
I wonder how I thought. I was wondering how they were going to introduce him, like, because CGI nowadays is just somewhat weird, especially
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk, but I was more talking about like Sonic when that dropped. But I was impressed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
And I was freaking the hell out
Okay.
when he came up on screen because I knew
Uh,
immediately it was them. I know you said it might be
you
another
knew.
Lasat, but I only know there was only one Lasat left, really, which was
Yeah,
them. I wouldn't think any others would be fighting
never
with
doubt.
anybody. Yeah, but anyway, and then I'm looking right here. Then we have the one strand pirate who gets the call from Grief Karga, and then he goes to Coruscant to talk to, I guess, whoever that mission leader guy is.
Yeah, I forget his name, but the guy from Chili's
Mm-hmm.
from The
From
Office.
Office and Popstar.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I liked seeing him. He's a good comic relief dude
He
because
is.
he just fits well. And then we get to see that girl again from
Yep.
last episode,
Or
so
two ago.
two episodes ago. Yes,
Hmm.
and that's good to sort of tie in everything. So she really has more of a
Starting to build it out.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
guess kind of lying to whoever that specialist was, and
Hmm.
how it is. Um,
Yeah, it's cool to see her fit it more into the story and maybe have a little more character development, not a ton, but just
mm-hmm.
progress the story and her ideologies and who she's working for.
Okay. And then we go to where the pilot's now flying to whatever planet the Mandalorian Creed is at.
Yeah.
And they're just not friends with him, I guess. And they said they need help, and then they go help. So
Yeah, in the short term, yeah.
yeah.
They're with the armor and they had the talking stick.
Oh yeah, the talking stick.
Yeah.
But I like it how they stick together, and like if one agrees, they all agree kind of style. But
Yeah, and Paz convinced them.
and like this is just building that camaraderie that they could work together.
Hmm.
And
And go ahead.
and then I do like the part where they're like, now we have to move. You found us,
Yeah, yeah.
which is kind of, I don't know, like I trust,
Foreshadowing.
yeah, foreshadowing. I guess something will happen later, but I thought that was a little quiet.
And then it was cool once they get to Navarro to help. Bo-Katan flies her ship, and then all the Mandos jetpack out of it.
That was cool because
Sick.
we saw that clip in the trailer
Yeah, we did.
on the first trailer on
Mm-hmm.
the first playoff football. That was a trailer that we saw.
Yeah. So it was
But
cool to finally see that, and then them move tactically, using all their abilities throughout the city against the pirates.
yeah, they dominated those pirates. Those pirates did not
Oh
stand
yeah.
a chance. And then the scene with the armor on the turret guy.
Yeah, who take him out.
That was
The
baller.
hammers.
That was baller.
It was pretty cool.
And then
They're,
at the end they get a new home. They get Navarro
They do.
back.
got
So
that plot of land,
I like
and they're not gonna
that.
be in hiding.
That's good. I think
Yeah.
that's their shine to say, hey, we need to take back what's ours.
Yeah, new chance. And then Bo-Katan goes off. She removes her helmet per the armor, and
That,
she's gonna
that
go off and try to get some more some more groups of Mandalorians.
mm-hmm. So you think there's gonna be emergence of like Mandalorians that follow the creed, but also welcome in the people that don't take off their helmets,
That's where
or
they're going. Yeah.
once they take back Mandalore, they all do a cleansing ritual in the living waters.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I'd say the first route, because Bo-Katan is supposed to unite both the Creed and then the non-followers of the
Mhm.
Creed, the people who remove their helmets, and we'll see if they just agree to get along right away. I don't see it. I see a little more civil war breakout. But if she can, earn their respect through the Mythosaur or the Dark Saber, most likely the Mythosaur, then that's a real possibility. And then there's a chance that, like you said, they all go to Mandalorian. They all cleanse themselves. But I'm not sure if all of them will believe in the creed. And you're gonna see more of them still divided, and maybe after a little quick Mandalorian civil war, they'll become united again.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. I definitely think there's going to be a disagreement between them all, where they say like, "Oh, why do they get to take off our helmet and be the same thing?" But
Yeah, or they can never come together. They could just stay rivals.
or different clans live in their own
Yeah,
areas,
exactly.
but
Yeah,
still live on Mandalore and just.
or
But
Navarro.
yeah, or Navarro, or do you think they'll ever go back to Mandalore?
I think so. I was really hoping in this universe they run it back. They have a Mandalorian Civil War Part Two or War Part Two, but the city is already pretty destroyed, so they're not really fighting over anything but to rebuild.
Hmm.
So we'll see if they really want to go back and fight over it.
But does this mean maybe we'll get to see Sabine coming in later on?
Yeah, so one of the theories is one of my theories at least probably shared is that piece of Beskar found on the ship at the end of the episode, Moff Gideon's
Hmm.
transport ship. A lot of people are saying that that's the a group of Mandalorians Bo-Katan used to serve with, and they're gonna go try to find them. I think it could be even Sabine's armor that got lost in
Ooh,
there, and that could be a connection point. Who knows?
that
But
that that's a good thought. I like that theory.
mhm. And wherever Ahsoka is probably where Sabine is. So we'll see.
Hmm. Maybe they're all together, but
Yeah, dude. But that scene at the end was actually really cool with
yeah,
the
I
ship.
thought it was gonna. I thought we were gonna see. I thought we were gonna see someone. I don't. I thought it was gonna be
Mm.
Thrawn ship. I thought it was gonna be
Oh
Thrawn and
snap.
Thrawn or Ezra in that ship,
Okay.
like sort of like knocked out, I guess. But again, I think
Unconscious.
yeah, they're probably alive. Like they're probably awake after they got
They're
teleported.
they're off in the chaos riding Purgils for fun.
Mm-hmm. Just having a time in their life on a beach somewhere, drinking
Yeah.
pina coladas and death
But
sticks.
I like the Back to the Mandalorians taking over Navarro. I think it's cooler in animation if you watch Clone Wars. You have more freedom in terms of the Mandos flying around doing sick shots and
Mm-hmm.
because in this like you don't really get them using their jetpacks a whole lot and it's just kind of walking through the city and like hey why don't they just jetpack around.
Well, it's like yeah, it's I think animate they can go in a route with animation where they could keep the same characters, keep the same voices and stuff like that, but go in more of a just to show more cinematics because we've seen what they're doing with Bad
You can,
Batch.
exactly, and you can do so much animation. You literally build it out and you can do just about whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
But
But looking through this again, we have all the fighting scenes was great. All the pirates interactions were cool. Seeing different types, different styles. I like Gorian Shard. His character's cool.
is he
Um,
alive or dead though?
we don't know.
Ship got blown up.
Maybe he called Hondo.
You
But I
got
did
a little Admiral Trent accent.
I was kind of shocked that she told her to remove her helmet
Okay.
because
Yeah.
I think the armor started going against her own beliefs, saying
So.
it's not that big of a deal. I was really hoping for her to remove her helmet as well, but I feel like later on they will be removing their helmets.
Ooh, dude, I could see that never happening.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, if they go back to Mandalore, they could easily be cleansed again. So
Yeah. It's a little hack, a little cheat.
yeah, let me take off
Remove
my
it,
helmet.
go get redeemed real quick, and then they're good.
But yeah, that ending scene was was so eerie.
It was eerie, it was dark, it was creepy, and it had you thinking, whose ship is this? What's happening? I had thought it's Moff Gideon's. I didn't first go to Thrawn. I was like, oh, it's probably because they had been talking about where's Gideon? Did he get away? Where's his transport ship? The new chick that's in the amnesty program, she's probably related to him. So I thought that, but it was still a really cool scene.
Maybe it's his daughter.
Nah, but maybe.
Maybe. But
I think it's just a soldier.
so you think we'll see Moff Gideon again this season?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We got 3 episodes left, so I
Uh,
say later rather than sooner. Honestly.
so what do you think we're gonna have? It's just with 3 episodes left. How do you see it ending?
Dude, I don't know. It's been so slow so far, so I don't know what they're waiting for the next season. They do have to hit it hard now.
Hmm.
There's no wait. It is,
It's like what we were talking
games on
about
the line.
yesterday.
Use your final timeout. Like, let's go. You have to give it. You have to give more right now.
Why
You
don't we just
cannot
these
wait.
next 3 episodes are hour of just
Banger,
yeah banger banger banger
banger, banger, banger.
and
Then
then
redeemed.
and
You
then
did it.
announce a new show after in the credits like they did with Boba.
Yeah, or they give like an Ahsoka date.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe
But
throw in some like secret, like throw in some like hidden messages in there, like give us like a cipher or
a
something like
T.
that, like something that we could like break out and like until we
I get you.
figure it out, that's when they release a show.
I got
Or
you.
I think what they should do, like I know they're not, but with the Ahsoka show, I think they should just drop it at a random point, but I know they have to promote it and stuff like that.
Yeah, they want those views, especially Mando 3 views are down.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked at the exact numbers. I need to pull those up, but they are less than season 2 and less than projected. So,
But for us real fans, we don't really care about the numbers. We just care about the show. So
yeah, sometimes those are correlated, but
it's like I feel like Star Wars is like with Book of Boba. They're like, oh, you don't have to watch Boba first. Like you have to watch Boba first and then Mando.
they made you have to watch it considering Grogu.
Yeah, I like that.
But at the same time, Mando 3, like he comes back to the armor and goes, "Hey, can I hang out with y'all?" And then she's like, "Nah, you still need to go get redeemed."
Yeah.
Even though they addressed that in Boba. So.
And then we are gonna see Boba again this season, as confirmed by a source on Twitter.
Reliable source, yes.
Reliable source. I don't know what it is, but I know it's a reliable.
Of course.
It's verified, not verified by Legacy, not Twitter Blue. So I think it is, but no flashbacks, nothing else. Just I think an overall really good episode.
Solid up.
Visually wise, very good visuals, very good. The fighting scenes were cool with the N1. Just everything's coming together. I feel like.
Oh yeah. Overall, what's your rating?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
7? Okay, cool. All right. It's gonna be tricky. I'll be generous.
Mm-hmm.
Because the pirate stuff was cool. It wasn't, Luke Skywalker cool, but it was cool. I'll give it 7.5.
Okay. That's
Nothing's
easy.
really cracked that 8 spot yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that 9.5, you know what I mean?
Season finales where we're gonna get everything. We're gonna get Thrawn, Ezra, Sabine,
Give it all then.
We're gonna get Chopper, we're gonna get Hera, we're gonna get Zeb again, we're gonna get the whole shebang, and Mando.
The worst thing they could do is wait that long and kind of like the Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. Like, that should not have been at the end. It was a cool moment. It was nice, but that should not have been at the end. That should have been episode 2. Qui-Gon shows up.
But
so I hope they don't just like, hey, we're gonna tease the next stuff. Like, nah, it needs to be now.
Yeah, we need some juice. We need cameos. Star Wars is built on cameos, right? I don't know.
Extremely based.
But yeah, I know. But I have not finished Bad Batch yet, but I'm going to.
Okay.
And viewers, we are going to make a recap of all of Bad Batch since we did not start this podcast until Bad Batch was out, like the 14th episise was out. So
that could be a long episode because there's lots to unpack. Yeah. But
maybe
this week.
Yeah, this week there is no Bad Batch, so
correct.
Just Mando.
Yep.
So hopefully by next week we could discuss a little bit on the next cast, but other than that has been another episode. So we have 7.5, and
and I'd say it's Bad Batch beat Mando again this week.
Okay.
Last comparison.
Since it's the season finale
it was season finale, double up, but it does beat it.
But all right,
just had to put that out there.
So if any of you guys are new to the cast, make sure to drop a like, and if you want to hear more, make sure to subscribe. And we upload every week at some point, talking about each episode. And then after Mandalorian is all done, we're gonna start going into more TV shows, more movies, etc., etc. Just always progressing and just uploading to build a good audience. And we're excited about it. This is fun that we like to do, and you gotta start somewhere. So anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up, and we will see y'all next week. Have a good one.